Did I start it? That's it? Okay. We mama started it. Maybe just leave it open a tiny bit. No, come sit. Okay. It is Shlomo's Yahrzeit. And so I always promise my friend Mette all the way in Norway that I'm going to say hello to Mette in Norway. Okay, Mette, we're all here. And wow. And my friend Fonda in Canada. And Susanna in Italy. And also before we ever share Torah and give over Torah, and so we have to daven for a lot of people. I just told Brucha At Batzlata that this learning together now is for her Refuah Shlema and for Ronit Sarah Alma Bat Mindel and Reb Nassim Daniel Ben Malka and for Yitka Bat Rose Bas Miriam and Chaya Rezel Bas Dina, all the people we know. Just keep them in mind. We're sending them Refuah Shlema. And one of my bestest friends in the world that came to every single class, she left the world last night on Shlomo's Yahrzeit. So I don't even know her father's name, but Joan Chaya Bat Sarah. Did you know Joan? Oh, yeah. So, okay. So right from here, I'm going to go to the Levaya. But it should be Shlomo standing at the gates of heaven waiting. Mama, she's right there. He's right there waiting for her. He's right there. Where's she from? Joan lived here for a long time. I forgot where she's from.
Not Chasya.
No, Joan Hillel. All right. Bezrat Hashem. We have to make every day so big and so full. We have to be running from one mitzvah to another. Like, I'll tell you, Shlomo blessed us all that we should find the right svarim to learn and the right teachers to learn with. And so every single person, the Slonimer says this, a million Rebbes say this, that you come into the world to do something that nobody else in the world can do. Only I can do what I have to do, you have to do what you have to do. No one can be jealous of each other. Because what I do, no one else can do. What somebody else does, I can't do what they have to do. But we have to figure out what it is. We have to wake up in the morning, say, where am I supposed to go? So I'm glad you guys woke up this morning and you're all here. This is great. Thank you. This is so great. So, we have to ask God every minute, where am I supposed to go? What am I supposed to do? When you have 10 mitzvahs to do all at once, where do I go? Tell me, please, God, tell me every second. I have a cute daughter-in-law. One time we were cleaning for Pesach, and we were moving this bookcase, and she was so cute. She said to me, let's ask the books, where do they want to be? And I said, oh, no one ever said that to me before. Cleaning for Pesach, where should these books be? But okay. And so we found the right place. But we have to ask Hashem all the time. This is what she said. She said, where will the books be happy? Where will the books be happy? So I said, what the Slonimer says, he said, when you don't know what to do, God, what will make you happy? What will make God happy? What can I do every moment of my life that God should be happy? So listen to this. When you're in a machlokas and you want to yell at somebody, and then you think, will that make God happy? It's not going to make God happy so much. So if you keep that in mind all the time, the whole world will be a different place. The whole world would be different. The whole world would be different. So I'm going to give you over 2 or 3 Shlomo Torahs that just us. Wait, before I start, also Mazel Tov to Dari. She had a little girl, and her name is Oria Kochav Libi. So Mazel Tov Shlomo and your new granddaughter. And Dari, Yashakayach, she have lots of kayach. Wow. And thank you, Shlomo, for putting us all together. Because here my brachalo, my friend brachalo is all the way from Memphis. Like, how would I know somebody from Memphis? Shlomo put us all together from all over the world. And when we meet each other, when Shlomo Chevra meet each other on the street, it's a different kind of meeting, you know? Shlomo would say, when you meet somebody, just don't talk about the weather. You have to share the deepest things in your heart, the deepest things in your heart. And we have to daven for each other. We have to bless each other. This one needs a wife, and this one needs kids, and this one needs a refuah shlema, and what each person needs. And Shlomo would have little kfitlach. He would write everybody's name down and their phone number. One time he came to Israel, and he was totally frantic because they lost his suitcase. He didn't care about his clothes, but all the kfitlach in every single sefer, there was hundreds of kfitlach, and how will he call this one, and how will he call that one? And he, mamash, had Rabbi Sammy run all over the place, calling here, calling there. I don't know if he found it, but I'm sure right away he started another whole list of kfitlach from this person, that person. There are all these stories that okay, so I put out this book. This is not a PR for my book, but I'll just tell you that I put out this Kol Chevra in memory of Reb Shlomo. And I always say this is the last time I'm ever going to do it because it's not easy for half a year. I'm collecting the stories until we edit them and proofread them and get them all together. So why am I doing this again? But this is, I guess, why. Like the Slonimer says, we're all put in the world for different things. I'm supposed to do it again. So last year they said I had to do it because someone had a dream that Mashiach was coming. Okay, maybe the Mashiach was just born last year and we don't know yet. He's just still a little kid. I don't know, but I'm doing it again. So the 22nd issue is going to be out on Amazon. It's not ready yet, but I'll let everybody know what it is. I bless me, it should be out for Hanukkah. It'll be a great Hanukkah present. So stay tuned. So Micha Odenheimer, Rabbi Micha, he wrote this unbelievable story. So I'll just give you a little preview. He just wrote one story. He said he meets somebody, and they're talking about Shlomo, and she says, talking about Shlomo, your rabbi called me on Shabbos. Micha was like, what are you talking about? And then she tells him the story that she was mamish going to end her life. And this is not the only story. There's been probably many stories. And who knows, how did Shlomo know Ruach HaKodesh? He found the kfittel just at the moment. He mamish called her on Shabbos and saved her life. So when she says, your rabbi called me on Shabbos, thank God. What do we know? One time when Shlomo had got to Russia, and Bracha just told me this morning that Yehuda Ket said that he brought that iron curtain down. He brought tefillin and machzorim and sidurim and kippahs. And then he was going to the airport and somebody said, Shlomo, do you have any more kippahs? Shlomo gave the kippah on his head to this little kid. He gets to the airport and someone sees Shlomo. And he was like thinking, what kind of rabbi is this? He's not even wearing a kippah. Who are we to judge anybody at any moment? What's going on? Do we know what happened a minute before? We have no idea. We have no idea what's going on with it. Shlomo says we see just a tiny little bit. We see just a tiny little bit of their neshama. There's so much more. So he says also that between husband and wife, if someone says, oh, I know my wife like a book, forget it. Because we have to say, whoa, like they're asking Avram, where is Sarah? Ohel. I have no idea how holy she is. She's sitting in the tent. She's so holy. I don't even know how beautiful she is, how awesome she is. We don't know. Mom is just, we don't know. So I'm blessing everyone who's married and all my children. They should have, their marriages should be good and strong and have the most unbelievable shalom bayis. That they should, mamish, like their love should just grow and look at their husband, the wife, and say, wow, be blown away. Shlomo says we have to be blown away by each other. And then his whole other thing in the world was children. So I bless whoever needs children. Somehow they should still be coming down from heaven. They should be coming down from heaven. Miracles, we have no idea. Even all the miracles that God can make in 1 second. God can make miracles in 1 second. I used to go down the street. It went off. I wonder what you're supposed to do. Is Yisrael? Oh, okay, I'm back. All right. I don't know about these things. Okay. Wow. So, you're always davening for the things that you need the most. What is it that you need the most? And so just when I'm walking the streets of Yerushalayim, I always say to God, okay, let me meet somebody. Let me meet somebody that I haven't seen in a long time. I'll tell you that not to freak out anybody, but if you haven't seen somebody in like a long time, a year, Shlomo taught us that you can make a machaye hamesim. Mamish baruch atah Hashem Elokeinu melech ha'olam machaye hamesim. It's like a little scary. Who died? Like why are you making a machaye hamesim? Because every mitzvah you do, you make malachim in the world. You make malachim. You make a little malach, a little angel. And our friendship also has malachim. So when we haven't seen each other in a long, long time, the malachim come to the world just to do one tafkid. And if they're not doing their tafkid, they kind of like faint away. So when you see somebody that you haven't seen in a long time and you make a machayim, you're waking up the angels of your friendship. You're waking up the angels of your friendship. And so it's very special, very special. We should all be zoche to meet people on the way that we haven't seen in a long time. Be zoche to make such a bracha. And so just yesterday, I'm davening for Una Bas Rivka. I sit by somebody who's like mamish between two worlds, and only God knows when our tafkid in this world has finished and we go up to only God knows. So I was going to Herzog where I was going to visit little Una Bas Rivka, and I get off the bus and I see somebody I hadn't seen in a long, 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 long time. It wasn't a Machaya Mesim, but I hadn't seen her for a long time. And so what did we do? We shared the secrets of our life, like what keeps us going? What keeps us going? What did Shlomo give us that we mamish like really keep going? So I'll tell you this one Torah. Sometimes people think that just like Rabbi Nachman says this. He says that when we get angry, most of the time we don't have to be angry. Shlomo says this, that most of the time, 95% of the time, when we get angry, maybe we really don't have to be angry. But there's a few percent that we really need to be angry. So he gets it from Rabbi Nachman. He says that when you're really angry at somebody and you need to be angry and you're sure you need to be angry, at that moment that you're angry, you can fix their neshama. You can fix the other person's neshama. So we have to be very, very careful not to make sure that 95% of the time that when we don't have to be angry, we're not. And those few moments that when we are, there was one Rebbe, he said, wow, I think I have to be angry now. But he did it with such das and with such chachma. He said, if I'm going to be angry and it's mamash a mitzvah now to be angry, I'm going to put on my shtreimel and my kapata. It's going to be like Shabbos. And he put on his shtreimel and his kapata. So then when he's so Shabbosdik, I don't know if maybe just even putting on that livush, if he needed to be angry anymore. Or if he really did, he would do it with so much Shabbosdik kavana that he could really fix the other person's neshama. Halavai, 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 that we could even just fix our own neshamas, let alone somebody else's. So I'll tell you that Shlomo would come to our house wherever we lived. And I would always say, oh my God, how could Shlomo come to our house? It's such a balagan. I have to spend the whole day just cleaning the house so people can get in. It was like an obstacle course. Children and Chayala knows about my house. Chayala once said, Emunah, I'm tripping over my children. What should we do? So I cleaned the house because Shlomo was coming. People would have to get in. They'd have to come sit down. So I'd clean up the house. And then I had to make sure all the children are clean and look good. And I'd have to bake a cake. Because you have to bake a cake for Shlomo and all the orchim. And then she fell asleep. And then Shlomo, he'd come late. He'd mamish give every single person a bracha. And then he'd come. You could even sit next to me. There's more seats here. And then he would sing a song, and everybody would be sitting on the floor, and 5 children would be sleeping on top of me, but actually not sleeping yet, because I'd be the first one never to fall asleep. Thank God I didn't snore. I'd mamish fall asleep, because I was so tired from getting it all together. But when Shlomo talked about children, I'd mamish, my neshama woke up, and I heard everything he would say about children. I'd go back to sleep. And so what his whole thing about children was that, wow, we have to give children so much cover. We have to give them so much confidence. He would always say that, your children are out in the world and the teachers might yell at them and they might get into trouble. But if they can't come home to their parents and tell them everything that happened and mamish pour their hearts out, who are they going to tell? So I was zoche, because Shlomo was our Rebbe, and our children could come home and tell us everything. And Shlomo would say, "Oi, you cry with them, and you don't ever yell at them, "Oi, how did you do this wrong? Why did you do that? Oh my God, how many times did I tell you not to do that?" We'd say to them, "Oi, I'm so sorry. Tomorrow you're going to be better. Let's just forget it right now. God forgives you, forgive yourself. The world, you're going to be better. You're going to be better. So I would wake up to hear these Torahs, and I hope I did it. And I bless my own children. Everybody come in close. There's seats right here. Come close. There's room. And I always think that no one's going to come to my class, because I thought I'm going to teach so early, no one's going to make it. But so, yeah, you made it!
High five!
Yo, come sit right here.
Yes.
Wow.
Today especially.
Wow, thank you. Wow. God is good to me. God is so good to me. Come in, Bria. You did it. Come. There's even chairs right here. So I'll tell you another thing that Shlomo said, and I always forget it. So now it's being taped, and each one of you is a witness. Remind each other. It's the hardest Torah in the whole entire world. But if we can do it, you and me, just us little people, we can change the whole world. So Shlomo would say, if somebody yells at you, we're human beings. What do we want to do right away? We want to yell back. It's normal. We're normal. Someone's yelling at us. So we yell back. But I'll tell you that if we could remember this one Torah, take deep breaths, pretend we all know how to meditate, or we all know how to do a little yoga, and we take really deep breaths, 5 breaths, 10 breaths, and we don't scream. We don't scream back. We mamish don't scream back. Yay. Thank you. Oh my God.
I got a friend who came in from America.
Wow. Yeah, please come in. I didn't know you were coming. A lot of thank you. Wow. So if someone yells at you and you don't yell back, and you even say to them, "Whoa, Vey, something really must be hurting you. I love you so much. What can I do for you?" You're going to blow their minds. They're going to even forget that they were yelling at you. They're going to forget totally that they were yelling at you. It could change the whole entire world. I'll tell you, I have 14 children. It's my claim to fame. So if I say this happened with one of my kids, no one will know which one. No one. But one time one of my kids was yelling at me. They had to go back to yeshiva and they were yelling at me. And wow, if I didn't remember this Torah at that moment, I could have yelled back, or I could have said, get back to yeshiva yourself. I'm not going to help you. I took deep breaths. And I said, whoa, I really, really love you. I really love you. And what can I do to help you? The kid was blown away. That kid was blown away. He, mamish, never, ever in his life yelled at me again. Never, never. We changed, mamish. We changed the whole world in that moment. In that moment, we changed. Can you, there's some moments. If it's black, it's okay? Or are you supposed to do something? I don't know.